Hello, hello. Yeah. Why are you so pissy? Got food, got water, attention. What more you want from me? Wait for people to file in here, hopefully. We'll see if Twitch actually puts me on the browsing page now. You never know. Take a look here. Yeah, I don't exist yet. Do you think I need at least 3? Well, no, I've definitely been on there with 2 viewers before, but 3 viewers seems to be generally what you have to have. And I've only been streaming for 10 minutes, so hopefully it won't be like yesterday. But you never know. Is what it is. Right, so last time, or yesterday, last time, we gave our little character movement. And made shadow forms that can only move while it's in contact with another shadow. It also rotates towards wherever you're going. So, now we need to start with the actual level design. We better refab this at this point. So we're gonna want that to be done later. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and create a tile map. Rectangular. Probably gonna regret not being more specific with the sorting orders, but I don't actually think it's gonna matter that much. Should be fine. Okay, so now we need to pull in the pellet. Weird. Thought I exported this, didn't I? Thought. Oh, you know, I bet I didn't actually hit the, no? Why is it not there? Oh, weird. We're just not going to acknowledge that then? Okay, that's fine. This portion of the stream is going to be pretty short. But I will most likely be streaming again later. Alright. Now we have floor tile and wall. No needs consistent naming conventions when you're this badass. Right. Create new palette. Create. That's fine. Okay. Now the question is, you know what? I've already fucked this up. Right, so the wall starts, we'll say here. I'm going to figure out if this is actually going to be enough area to work with. I think so. Seems like it should be. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty big area. If anything, I'd worry it might end up seeming a little too empty, but cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, fuck it. We're just going to do invisible walls. This would generally be invisible, but since it's a jam, it doesn't really matter. And it's just a little bit quicker to do it this way. Right, and then we need to go to our player here. Yeah, make a box collider real quick. And it's gonna look something like this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's something I need to deal with too, but I'll worry about it in a minute. Okay. Right, something else I need to do is I need to completely forgot about this, but it is important to have source control. Where did I put this? Shit, where's this actually saved? That's awkward. Hey, Dead Kenny, how's it going? Welcome back. Shit, where is this actually saved? Hang on. Undersea. Ah, literally just right here. Okay. I'm just setting up GitHub real quick. So I realized I didn't do that, and that's probably not good. Oh. Put it right there. Locate. Okay. Now we have GitHub. Now, if I royally fuck up the entire project, I'll have a way to unroyally fuck up the entire project. Which is all having a personal repository is really for. Okay, so let's look at this. Most people are just going to have a 16:9, but in the event someone had an ultra wide, this would fuck up. And Unity took away the only method we had to restrict the aspect ratio, which is awesome. Love that. So I have to figure that out. But for now, let's just... set up our invisible walls. Because we'd being lazy. Which is perfectly fine in a jam. No, that should just be negative. That should be negative 9.5 apparently. There we go. Okay. So this one should, in theory, just be 9.5. Yep. Then duplicate this again. Make it just only 1 on the Y. And yeah, 5. Awesome. Still, huh? Still, Kenny, not sure if you are still here. My view count dropped, but that doesn't necessarily mean someone left because sometimes it's just broken. But Twitch has been doing this fun thing where it just arbitrarily decides not to put me on the browsing page for the category I'm streaming, which makes absolutely no sense. And every excuse that they make doesn't make any sense because they all have to do with like, oh, you haven't been streaming long enough or whatever, and none of that's true for me. I've got 82 followers. My account's pretty old at this point. It just does it, and it does it to a lot of people, and they never have any answers for anyone that I've been able to find. So yeah. Ooh. Well, that's not good. So yeah, that's been happening, and the entire time I streamed yesterday, that was going on until like basically when I ended the stream was when it started working, which is super frustrating. Yeah, I guess it is just 6. Just, or no, 7. Dork. Yeah, so I don't know what causes that. No one else seems to know what causes that. I've contacted Twitch about it. They didn't have any like helpful information for me. Just is what it is, you know, it's annoying, but nothing I can do other than just keep streaming and hope that I get found. But it's frustrating because when I'm on the page, people stop in, right? Right, so it's the friction that's doing that. I don't want to constrain the rotation because I'm lazy and then I have to unconstrain it, so I'm just going to hope if I make a physics material. Where's the 2D physics material? I always forget. It's not under 2D. Oh no, it is. Frictionless. Set the friction to 0. Boom. Let's see, will that do it? Yeah. Can't flip myself now. Cool. So I think I want to make myself... Oh, right, I can't move because there's no shadows. I think I want to make myself a little bit less slidey. Project settings, input manager, sensitivity, sticks. Where's the dampening? Shit. Sleep, let's sleep. Huh. Okay, it is sensitivity. Okay. So let's make this. Let's try 5. Let's try that out. Still a little slow. Let's get a little bit more. Let's try like 7. I can tell. Did that even change it? Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Okay, cool. That's fine then. Right, so now we bring in our massive list of assets. Genuinely don't know if this is too large for Unity to handle. Filter. Compression. No. Did I remove the compression from this? Yeah. Alright, and this is multiple. Sprite editor. Two. Oop. 2. So let's save. Go. So we put this like over here. do think the sense of scale works, but I'm gonna need to fill the environment with a lot more stuff for it to work. Okay. So that's fine. Let's give this guy a Box Collider. And then let's give it. We'll just do another Box Collider. This one will be a trigger. No, I don't think I can do Box Colliders for this. I think it's going to be too precise. I think I need to just do Polygon. Something like that. Okay, make sure that is trigger, and then we just give it a shadow component. Make sure this works properly. So, collision exists here. Flipping there is still possible. Okay, fine. I'll fix that. This is why you constrain rotation. I just didn't wanna do it. Fine. Okay. Constraints, freeze rotation. And then let's just go in here. We also need serialized field, private, collider 2D, collider, collider equals component, box, collider 2D. Then on become shadow, I want to say box. I'm going to say collider dot enabled equals false, and also RB dot constraints dot what's constraints, your body constraints 2D. Okay. Was in Enum? There we go. Freeze rotation. That's what it was. Okay. Or wait, no. We just want to do none. We want to stop freezing rotation. There we go. That should be fine. Okay, so now we've been in that. Now if we become a shadow, See, how does that make sense? Oh, it's because we're still in the collider. Damn. Right? I think. I mean, not even really, but in the margin of error, I guess. Right, so we need to literally remove this, move this, then we'll create an empty. We'll give, oop, we'll give that a shadow and a polygon collider. We will make it a prefab. Right. There we go. Now they're completely separate objects, so it should work fine. Let's test that theory. Yeah. We're good. Cool. Hold up. The camera is fixed. What is it? No, no, no. Is it perspective? No. That just does that. Okay. Guess maybe it is just a perspective camera. But then yeah, free aspect still would mess that up, wouldn't it? Eventually. Yeah, I guess it just does. It wouldn't matter. What am I thinking? The fix to this is just make the background black. Then you just get black bars by default. Okay. So now, let's just get started setting all of this other shit up. Right off the bat, I guess we don't have enough shelves, do we? Yeah, we don't. Barely have any. Let's get some shelves together. So that's something I kind of overlooked a bit. Okay. Start with one that's like small. We'll start with a small one. These will just have a small shadow. Something like that should be good, I think. Yeah, it seems fine. Frame. Like that. I'll make one that's a bit bigger. That. Yeah, it seems about right. Yeah, oops. One more. Sprite sheet. Export. It's fine. Pull that in. Two. 32. So that's very small. But that's fine. Yeah, it's a fine size. Okay, let's just say this is like here. Put on another shadow. Something like that. Okay, so we can travel between these. So we're gonna do something here. Because right now, this is so unfuture-proofed that we're gonna have a problem. So we're gonna create an interface and we're gonna call it iShadable. And we're just going to give it void shade, void unshade. These need to be public. We're gonna go here. Yeah, I just about that. That's fine. Okay. And we will make sure this inheritance iShadable. Implement the interface. And then this no longer even has to be a property. We can just make it private. all this will do is on shade. Shadows in contact. Plus. On unshade. Shadows in contact. Minus. Then we'll go to shadow. Instead of looking for basic movement, we will look for shadable. Shadable. A component. Shadable. Shadable does not equal null. Shadable dot. Shadable dot. Unshade. Now, the problem is right now we're looking for parent because that's where it is. Player, it doesn't need to be though. There's actually literally no reason for it to be. You just go to the player here. And move this. Copy component. Paste component is new. Move this. Oop. And then just move this up by 0.5. Don't know. Okay, so let's move it like 0.45. It's probably about right. No, that's probably too low actually. Well, let's see. Oh no, that's right. Yeah. What do you mean about? What? What? Oh. There we go. Test this out. So now, if we go into shadow mode, yep, still works. Cool. This cannot be disabled. Okay. We're gonna do something I would never do if this wasn't a jam. And we're just gonna do an add component. Game object dot add component. Depth. It doesn't hold any references, so that's totally fine. That way, we can have other things that react to our shadow by pulling from that same interface. Okay. So, first step complete. We turn into a shadow. Well, that's not supposed to be possible. What happened there? Interesting. So we move up here. Might turn the speed down on this a bit, to be honest. Makes the movement feel a bit more jank. Right. So let's see. Yeah, we're a little too fast. Let's go ahead and just deal with that real quick. Let's make it like 3. Let's actually make it slower than our normal movement. I want a bit more control for that movement. There we go. That feels a lot better. Okay. So this part's fine. Okay, so now we need to think about what needs to happen here. So actually, come to think of it, we need an ingredient of some variety to be the first thing to go in here. Make sure something. Actually, first, let me check this. Okay, I am on the listing now, at least. Twitch has graciously decided to acknowledge my existence. I'm so glad that it is even possible to find my stream. The benevolence. Right, okay. So we just need something random. It's gonna be... Gonna be a bowl of some great shit. That's it. You could basically just want that. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah. Call it there. Okay, that's fine. Export as readable. Okay, so let's see. Gotta think about this. So we're going to light from making flower bloom to create shade, which protects fruit. Bloom. Moonflower must be watered, right? Blah 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 blah. So the fruit just rolls. Okay. So if we were to put this one here, let's go sprites. Not actually export. Yes. Where are you putting it? Nope, nope, nope. Export as. Okay, the other one went into the ether, I guess. This. 32. Single. Point. Right. So let's just say this is right here. Sprite start point center, that's fine. Draw mode, sorting layer. It's not a way to do that, okay. Right, so we're gonna add one. Lazy, and it can't be asked to do all of this perfectly, so we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna have everything else sort itself out through default. So in this case, green bowl, it's going to be default 1. And we're going to move it up to there. There we go. Then we want to go to props. And we want to put this shit next to it. Which is probably bigger than it needs to be, but eh. All of that can be figured out. Right, so in theory, this explodes. The shelf rotates that way, which makes no sense with the shadow, but I kind of like that. I think it's kind of fun. This plops in to the potion, and then you can use this to climb up over here. And then over here is where like the fruit and stuff is, but everything kind of lines up from there. So you can't move on until this curves up that way, but yeah. I think I have an idea of the direction I want this to go. Right, the size of this potion. Explodey potion. Cauldron. I think the explodey potion is entirely too big, so we're just gonna shrink that down a bit. That seems a bit reasonable. And then have it like right there. Equal. 3.9. There we go. Okay, and then we just want to make sure we have another shelf. Just like a mid-sized shelf seems fine. I gotta grab this plant. Okay. And we want this plant to be something like that. And then we just have to hope that works with the shelves. That seems fine. We do want to take our normal wilt plant. Take this, put it at 1. Man, it's hard to tell where the actual... So I wonder, would it fit on the smaller shelf? On this like teeny tiny shelf? Totally would. Okay, cool. So now it's fairly clear where the shadow is coming from. That goes there about. Cool. Okay. Small shelf. Big shelf. Okay, so by shading this, we make that explode. It tips this way. And that's the first puzzle. Got all this unused floor space, which I don't like. But hopefully we can just clutter it with some props later on, and it'll all kind of fit together. I don't want it to feel empty, but at the same time, I don't really see a way around it. So it just kind of is what it is. This is the scale that I went with, and I think it's good because it gives us a lot of shelf space without making the wall feel unreasonably tall. That said, maybe we'll end up shrinking it in the end, because we'll see how much of this space we actually need. If we're able to shrink it down, then great. Make it feel a little cozier. That seems fine. Okay, so after this, we need a shelf that has the next bit of the puzzle, and that's going to be over here. So I think there's going to be a lot of vertical movement. We just need to make sure that wherever we put this... Oh, there's a new Larry now. Okay, so I can't reach it from here, but I bet I can reach it from over here. Oh, well, yeah, I guess if you don't actually add the shadow script to anything, it's impossible to tell, isn't it? But obviously I can, just based off of the geometry of the characters, so we'll bring it up a little bit, and that should be fine. I think we need to slow down the player even more, just because we're moving through some really tight terrain. I think we should make the acceleration something like 3, and the max velocity something like... I think even something as small as 0.5 would be fine. Okay, no, 0.5 a little too slow. Let's try 1. Let's also just fix the light. That doesn't honestly seem bad, but maybe bring it up a little more. 1.5. I feel like the movement's just gotta be a little slow. Yeah, that seems fine. Now we can make movements that are a bit more precise. Cool. Yeah, that even seems a little too, like, let's do like 1.2. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Whoop. So we'll do 1.2, save, apply that to the prefab. Okay. Also, sorry that the, whenever my computer yells at me, I'm sure it's like deafening through the stream. I'm gonna fix that, I promise. It's just because of my audio interface, it outputs everything max volume right now, which isn't ideal. But I will fix it eventually. Not eventually, after the jam. Gonna get all my shit together after the jam. This is just kind of taking up all of my free time right at this moment. There, boom. possible to reach that from there? It is. Okay. So let's take these, move them both a bit more to the left. There we go. So yeah, now that can't be reached. And then just put another shadow right here. And then there's obviously going to have to be one for the flower itself. This will exist in shadow, and we can unshadow it later. Okay, so the first part of this level design is done. Right. Okay, so now we need props. Where's the fully bloomed one? There it is. So this needs to sit like over here. So we'll be able to figure out the specifics of that. It'll have to be on another small shelf so it doesn't inherently shadow whatever rolls through here. We might have to make some small adjustments to these shadows as well, which isn't a huge deal. I mean, for that matter, so like, let's say we did a medium shelf. That could sit like there. Enough to shape like some of it. And then this could sit over here to shape the rest of it. As an example. We'll probably play with that a little bit, but depending on how the fruit comes in, it could even roll past this and then through there, and that would be fun. But we could even have it be like right here and make this a smaller one. Have it be like this and have this just be enough. Because it's obviously, there's going to have to be some kind of timer on when the fruit rots. on the basis that if it rots the second it touches sun, then it won't even be able to make it through here into the cauldron anyway, so that should be fine. Let's see. Whoop. Just gonna go ahead and commit. Started. Okay, I'm gonna have to call the stream here. I've got somewhere to be, but I will most likely be streaming again later on tonight. And I said that yesterday, and I didn't end up streaming again, but probably. I haven't made as much progress as I wanted to make today, so I wanted to get all of the level design for the first puzzle done. That's my goal for today, so definitely going to try to be back on later, and I will stream if I do that. If I do, it'll be in only a few hours, 2 or 3 hours at most, so... Regardless, those of you watching live, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. If you're watching the VOD, you want to catch a live, then you know what to do. Follow, subscribe, depending on what platform you're watching on. And also for all of you, Discord is linked down below in the buttons on Twitch. It's in the description on YouTube, so make sure to check that out and join if you want to be a part of my community. Other than that, hope to see you in the next one. Or in a couple hours, which might be in a couple hours, depending on